Hey everybody, it is Doug from Rock Creek Runner, and you're watching another edition of Ask Doug. If you don't know how this works, basically I just ask the Next Level Runner members to submit any question they would like, running related, training related, or not, and I chose a handful of them that I thought were the most fun and the most helpful, and that's what we're going to be addressing today. So with that, let's take the first question. First question comes from Adam, who says, if you are used to running at a fairly slow pace, what are the best ways to increase speed before your next race? Good question, Adam. And as it sounds like you understand, if you want to race fast, then you're also going to have to do some fast running throughout your training. So what I would do is just start with one speed workout per week. Then you can build off that over time. That could be a fartlek workout, it could be a tempo run, it could be intervals on the track, although that is oftentimes more intimidating and less exciting to someone who isn't already doing speed work than some of this other stuff. Or it could be something like a progression run, where you're starting out slow and you divide your run into, say, thirds, and you go easy for the first third, a moderate effort for the middle third, and then a harder effort for the final third. But those are really easy ways to get into speed workouts, and you can start with just once per week. My very favorite is the fartlek workout, where you get to have a little fun with it and you get to play around with the length of your speed interval and the intensity of it. So I have tons of resources on fartlek workouts and speed workouts and all that stuff. And I'll link to some of those down below, but just start there and have fun with it, because running fast is actually pretty fun. It gets hard and it can hurt, but it's really fun. Alright, so Adam, thanks for that question. Let's jump to the next question. Next one comes from Sandra, who says, does the cold weather running make your muscles tight and sore over long distance? Alright, great question. So, you know, if you walk outside and it's cold outside, you know immediately that your muscles tense up, right? Like your back tenses up, your joints tense up. And so the same thing happens, of course, when you're running. Your muscles and your joints are tighter and less loose and more just tense in general. So you're going to have to be working harder when you run in the cold than when you do in the heat. So it's not that uncommon for runners to feel more sore after a cold weather run than a warm weather run, because they are having to exert more energy and work those muscles a little bit harder. There will be a little bit more tearing because they're tight, etc. So what do you do about that? Well, the best thing to do is warm up ahead of time, and that will eliminate a lot of these issues. If you warm up with dynamic stretches, with a slow 10 to 15 minute run before your workout, then that will loosen up your muscles and loosen up those joints, and you'll be able to perform in a way that you would expect if it was a little bit warmer out. My very favorite thing to do is actually warm up inside if it's really cold outside, because there's nothing worse than going outside, you have like your thin running layers on and you're cold and you have to start running and you have to do all this stuff. I like to warm up inside. I like to do some dynamic stretches, get the heart rate up, get my muscles loose, and get a little bit sweaty, so when I go outside it actually feels really good. Because the last thing you want to do is go out and be comfortable for that first mile, because after that first mile, once you do start getting sweaty, you're going to just want to take off all your clothes and you're going to have to carry around all this stuff that you really only needed for about 5 minutes of your run, 5 or 10 minutes of your run, and you know, and now you have to carry it the rest of your run. Alright, next question comes from Monica, who asks, after all the hard training and the euphoria of race day has faded away, I sometimes get unmotivated and feel a little sad. Have other runners felt that way? And what are some good ways to get past that? This is a very common thing. The post-race blues is something that runners have been facing for probably as long as they've been racing. I know I do it all the time, or I have that problem all the time, and a lot of people I know do as well. So you're not alone. You're going to be okay. Just keep in mind that after a long training cycle, when you've been focused on training for a long period of time, life just changes after the race. It just, you know, you have more free time, you have less focused on a singular goal, you know, just life is different. It's going to take a little time to adjust. I tend to shy away from jumping right back into another training plan. I like that little break in between, whether it's 3 weeks or 2 months or something like that. But keep up your running, you know, have fun with it, be a little less structured, go on more trail runs, go on an adventure, be a little less strict with yourself about your mile splits and that kind of thing, and just have fun with it. Join a running club, you know, make a plan for another race or something that's in the future and you can kind of get excited about that. I tend to watch a lot of like running documentaries or read running books and that kind of thing just to kind of keep me motivated and excited about stuff. But you know what, if you're really unmotivated, if you really just want nothing to do with running, then I totally think that's okay too. Give yourself a little bit of leeway, get on the bike, go to the gym, jump in the pool, do something that's a little bit different than running that maybe you're a little more excited about. And that's okay. Don't beat yourself up if all of a sudden you don't want to run anymore and you just need that break. I think that's totally fine. So congratulations on your race, Monica, and yeah, don't worry about it. All right, so let's see. What's our next question here? Ooh, here's a good one. Hey, Katie, the people have a question.
Yeah.
Come here.
Oh, they do they?
Anna wants to know, how did we meet?
Oh, good question. Actually, Doug hired me when we worked for the Fulbright Scholar Program in Washington, D.C. So we have him to thank for this lovely marriage of ours.
Yep. And are you a runner, or do you just do yoga?
I am not a runner. My knees do not like running. They always hurt, so I hike a lot and I bike and I practice yoga, but I leave the running to this guy.
But she's a little runner. She loves
Eliza
going on runs with her daddy, don't she?
She does.
Yeah.
She loves running alongside her daddy in the stroller and running around the house.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so that is all of the questions I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching this episode of Ask Doug. Go out and have a great run, and I will see you guys on the trail.